for him to get. Are they going to regret it?
You know, it's a new game. We'll see how things play out because right now the change in the draft for Aurora, picking up that Hilda, and I think they're not too worried about Hayabusa because the main target would have been Claude or would have been Valentina, but it's more difficult to get to them in the later stages of the game just because they're so mobile. Taking a look at emblems, nothing much really stands out. A lot of Blessing of the Wilderness, so a lot of mobility in the mid-game.
Plenty of rotations. Keyboy here down to a fifth of his health.
Oh, getting pushed back, forced 2 flickers, and Keyboy able to still get out safe.
Interesting, the use of that flicker. Something tells me Aurora felt they had it. Aurora thought they had it, but this is Keyboy. Something tells me he let through like a little mummy tape to survive with just a little bit more health like that.
Yeah, but to be fair though, that was a brilliant 9,000 IQ move by Keyboy, popping 2 flickers right off the bat so early in the game. But I think, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained, like I always say.
Like you do always say. I can't wait for the next proverb. Renegade here, Sacred Hammer, hitting on Kairi. You know what? That XP lane investment, this pick on the Hilda, we haven't seen it pay off just yet. Edward hasn't rotated out of this lane.
Yeah, when you play Hilda, you really want to clear the lanes fast. We've seen how Flapteezy played it. We've seen how, you know, Kirk played it as well.
Get out of there.
They're not in their lane at all. They're always proxying that wave and going into a lot of these team fights. But Keyboy catches Renegade. He's the first one to fall. Kairi picks up that first blood along with the shadow kill, keep himself alive. And well.
That's a no-go. Non-starter. You can't even contest this turtle. Your opponents are up by almost 500 gold in the first 2 minutes. Kairi can afford to slow roll this. He is going to go for his orange first. Demonkite secures his purple, all the while Lutpi, the enforcer, just setting up.
Aurora looks like they're ready for this turtle as Demonkite tries to push Lutpi back a little bit. He still has his Revitalize. He's holding on to it. Waiting for Kairi to get in position, heal up a little bit of health, but Edward's a little bit deep right now. Lutpi, level 4, pops that glorious pathway, gets fogged, but Renegade pulls an implosion, traps it in, taking 2 down, and picking up that turtle from themselves.
Amazing turn, the soft reset on the turtle. Still Aurora locked in. Securing that win, securing that objective, and now quick diversion play onto Kairi.
Over to Kairi! Kairi, where is he? Was he able to set? No, he fouled.
He's gone.
He's gone. No one can escape the 4-man engage right there.
It was so violent we weren't allowed to see it.
Right from that ambush, the bush ambush.
It's our parents covering our eyes like, oh look.
So it's easy to read if you're playing against a Hayabusa or like a Fanny, you know, the purple buff's getting spawned up. That's where you divert to, and I think that's how UA wants to play this. Just pick up the diversion. I can go anywhere on the map, and no bush is safe.
He held onto that. He sandbagged his version of the diversion, and this will put Aurora up by almost 2,000 gold. Let's talk about that gold lane matchup. So far, it's okay. It's looking good for Demonkite because he's able to double lane. He's able to like clear his wave. Zoom out, BMI down, and oh!
Nice little stun onto Lutpi underneath the turret. And Aurora picks up yet another one. Very, very early stages, 4 minutes and 2,000 gold lead. Very good news for you, but on that mid side though, looking like they want to funnel this Claude up into 2 lanes. But they're taking control of the jungle as well.
That's what you do. Grand Theft Orange. Demonkite here stealing. Lutpi knows what's up. And there he is.
To chase everyone out of the way, but Keyboy tries to get in for that flank, but they're taking in one. Kairi falls again. Looks like the Hayabusa's a non-factor on this one. Gets pinned to that wall with the Tyrant's Rage, and Demonkite takes down Keyboy, bagging yet another one. That's 1-6 for Aurora.
This is looking very similar to game number 1. I'd hate to be negative Ned, but you know, Aurora being in control is one thing, but then finishing the game and winning is another. Aurora taking that tier 2 in mid, now on the way to denying this purple away from Kairi.
Focusing fire on all these neutral objectives. Make sure that Kairi has a very, very bad time in his own jungle. Not enough farm. Take a look at itemizations. It does look like Kairi's yet to build anything halfway towards a Hunter Strike, but that's going to take a while more.
In that orange buff steal, Demonkite decided to commit his retributions. He knows that Onic Esports should not contest, and that leads to a free turtle for the Northern Lights. This does propel them up to 4,000 gold here, 5 minutes into game number 2. So again, it's looking good. The diversion setup here. Sans, where y'all taking them? Long bush down bottom.
Aurora sees them coming. Edward, just a little tickle down the bottom side. They touch and they go. And Onic Esports struggling to find any open targets to pick off.
And then just like that, this opens up the other side of the map all the way. Renegade and Dominkite, clean take on tier 1.
Up in that T1 top. That is looking pretty red in the 6th minute of the game as the diversion being held onto by UA yet again. Looking out for the next diversion.
That's the definition of touch and go right there. If you mean by touch, ruin your objectives, and then go, meaning diversion off to the other corner.
That's right.
That's what you has been doing so far. 0, 0, and 5 here for about 90% of all the kills that Aurora have scored, approaching the 5K gold lead. Is this a fight waiting to happen? Because Renegade and Yue, it looks like they might be setting up a nice diversion here. Oh, they're bringing Demon Kite with them. Oh,
yeah. Just waiting into that bush. Aurora knows, and they're waiting. They want to see where Kyrie is.
There it is.
Diversion onto the backside. Oh! Keyboard actually misses Kyrie's range. That's the opportunity for Aurora to hit. Mlbb able to narrowly escape death as Aurora picks up yet another neutral objective, pushing their economy up to 5,000.
That is Kyrie's objective. That was the purple once again. Demon Kite guilty. Multiple counts of Grand Theft Purple. And just in time for the retribution to get reset. This last turtle has Aurora's name on it. This turtle might as well wear an Aurora jersey.
Edward has dealt so much damage, topping the damage leaderboards as the next turtle is about to spawn up. Aurora looking right this high and try to ramp onto this aggression. They don't really need to contest for this turtle because they know that Onic Esports is unable to reach it just in time.
Yeah, no, and there's just not enough resources for Onic to contest. You saw how Keyboy missed that last ult, that jump in their own side of the jungle. If mechanics can make up for it, sure, but we're at the point where lane for lane, Onic is losing, so firepower is questionable. Follow-through is questionable. Everything is trivial for Aurora right now. They can just say, point and click, this is where we want to go, this is what we want to do. Even the orange ain't safe.
Oh, man. We're going again. Glorious Pathway, last-ditch effort to try to save it, but the Retribution will take it away. Demon Kite, yet another neutral objective. Kyrie still level 9. Demon Kite, 3 levels ahead with 4 kills to his name. What can Onic do? You're down 5 kills. You're down 6,000 gold. What is the play here?
You mentioned, you forgot to mention the most important part, is you're down 4 turrets.
Down 4 turrets too.
The map has been dealt permanent damage by Aurora. So what I'll tell you now is step 1, protect as much of the turrets as you can. Protect your holy shields up top. But that's going to be easier said than done because look, such a lot of pressure Aurora's putting on this bottom lane tier 2.
Yeah, you have someone so mobile like the Claude, but diversion play. 3 members try to sandwich onto Dominkite. They find him, but that's a lot of damage onto Kyrie. The place is too wet. Will make its mark count. This Tyrant's Rage onto Keyboy in the
Dear
bushes.
God!
4 members down. Severo narrowly escapes death, popping a flicker, making it a wipeout as Aurora clears this one out. Looking to clean things up early.
All right, Yue luckily had a flicker. A wipeout at 8.5 minutes. Aurora are feeling themselves. This is, it's 30 seconds to the next Lord. Not as good of a conversion as you would look for, but look at how they punished Onic Esports for diverting themselves into that bush, canceling it, and then pincer maneuvering. This is what I was talking about. Not enough firepower, not enough defensive power to even survive a play like that. It was all in.
Get another fight. Mlbb able to escape death. They're knocked out by Keyboy, but no ulti. Just as of yet, and Aurora take down yet another big resource for Onic Esports. Again, Kyrie really struggling in this game. That answers the question. Let's just give out that Hayabusa.
Or nothing. It was all in or nothing. And yes, 9.5 minutes later, we do get the answer to my question. Will Aurora regret giving Onic Esports the Hayabusa? So far, the answer is no. So far, he's not doing anything. It's feast or famine, and it's currently famine. There's nothing.
Down?
Oh, did he get it? For the first time he did. All right, for the first time in like 2 minutes.
The first time in like 7 minutes. He's only got like the first 2 purple buffs, and then Aurora just living rent-free in Onic Esports' jungle, looking to go grab. That is something they want to stay on your stock charts.
Aurora so close to everything that Onic Esports would like to call theirs. They're so close to the personal space of all the cores of Onic Esports. They know exactly what shade of blonde Kyrie is right now. You like that, huh?
I do. But you like the shade of red that King Kong is in.
Neither here
Hold
nor
on a
there.
second right here.
Neither here nor there. They're popping holy shields. This is small victories for Aurora leading up to a massive win. This is a Lord that don't jump, man. This is a level 1 Lord.
Aurora's pathway already laid down, just to try to slow the engage. But Aurora is everyone on that map. Domenkai looking to take down the 2-3 on that top side. Everything's taking very, very slow. It's literally taking a little bit too much damage. Huge explosion, but Renegade pushing all of them back. Then Hell breaks loose as Domenkai puts out another blazing duet. Almost all 4 members fall as Aurora take what they can and leave.
All right, for the first time in this 11-minute game, Onic Esports actually get a winning trade.
There's another one.
Whoa, wait!
There's a huge battle down the mid-side, though. Luffy finally takes down Demon Kite. 2 members down. It's a big turnaround for Onic Esports. They're leading the charge, though. They don't want to take too much. They take down 3, and that's enough for them to keep themselves afloat as of now.
Collectively, thousands of people watching are scratching their heads. Why that close? Why that gung-ho? Why the lack of respect for those major objectives, those turrets, the damage that Onic Esports can be playing with? Sure, you're like 7, 8K ahead, but you're still in someone's base. Kyrie trying to get out of here, leading to negative gains. All right, still negative gains on that Lord take.
Negative gains on that one. Keyboy with a huge catch onto Domenkai. Pops the Winter Nature just in the nick of time just to try to get himself safe as well. But as of now, Onic Esports, they're leading the charge just like that from 8,000 to 6,000. And it looks like Onic knows his place, their place in this game.
All right, folks, let's not forget, despite Aurora's amazing first 10 minutes, they're still playing against the dominant force that is Onic Esports, the tyrants out of Indonesia. They won 4 seasons in a row, back to back to back. And don't get us wrong, yes, they did change their gold laner, but Luffy was part of that run. So 4 out of 5 players know exactly what it's like to be in a high-pressure situation like this, to be down almost 10,000 gold in 10 minutes and to slowly crawl back.
Big blunder causing Onic Esports to turn around and breathing some signs of life now as the Lord spawns up. This is the 12-minute Lord that we're talking about. Aurora still has the upper hand, but Onic Esports just needs Keyboy to make one big play.
And he can. Something tells me he can. He has the flicker off of cooldown. Savero waiting for his flicker as well. And there's a diversion from behind. Look at Kyrie and Keyboy.
They're not showing themselves just yet. They see 2, but they don't know where Kyrie and Keyboy is. Aurora just scrambling. They're not checking anything as of now. Keyboy knocks him down, throws out that word, heals himself back up to full. Onic, they don't want to risk too much. They're in too deep. Luffy to start things off, but Edward trying to block out all exits. Demon Kite, easy Lord take on this one. Onic Esports, they don't want to waste any more resources.
All right. They knew they were going to lose that Lord take, but I don't know if they well orchestrated that fat wave down bottom and that push in mid. Slowly but surely, Onic Esports are now making a dent on the map. So, slow and steady, baby steps. This is how they won game number 1. I don't know if history's going to repeat themselves. Not so soon, not so quick, but so far, Aurora back in control, back in the driver's seat. It's a much smaller lead now. We're looking at about 5,000, 6,000. But every minute this game goes a little longer, Onic Esports' comeback is going to be all the more a reality. Can Aurora stay in control? Can Aurora do this, but with a little bit more finesse?
Lord making a charge down mid. Aurora's pathway already laid down. They made a mark. Keyboard with a huge jump onto Domenkai. They're looking to make it a mark. The SOD goes wide though. They want to take down that Lord. They don't want to risk too much. Renegade still holding on to that explosion after all that fight.
Anyone who's watching Domenkai all sighed a breath of relief because he was about an inch away from getting hit by an SOD and sent down to his base for a respawn. That was a clutch dodge, but all right, so far so good. Aurora, successful siege, didn't end the game, but at least did not give anything over to Onic. They're now looking at a 6,000 gold lead for sure as they reset, recover, regroup for this next Lord.
We're seeping into the late game. Keyboy's hitting the right targets. Domain Kite has a big red mark on his back, and Keyboy's always looking for it. And Onic Esports has every bit of opportunity to turn this around like they did in game number 1. Seems like deja vu to me.
Hoping that what happened in game 1 isn't the case, because that just means you never learn your lesson. So the way that Aurora are playing now looks a little safer, looks a little more deliberate. You know, they're keeping it close to their chest. The only real streak that we're looking at is on Demon Kite. They have to figure that out. I swear to God, I hope this doesn't happen in FPL. But you're looking at a lead that's also on Edward. If they shut down Edward, then they're losing more than just a ward. They're losing a good amount of peel, and one of the reasons why Savero can't just go in. He's a legit threat to Savero.
You know, it's not that Aurora can't close things out, but it's Savero and Sans who likes these congregations of people coming into their base. They just need to free hit, spam their skills from that backside, these gatherings, these, you know, coagulations of red blood cells. I don't know where I'm going with this.
You can put the thesaurus away. You can put it away, dude.
But as of now, 2 seconds till Lord spawns up. Does look like Onic Esports desperately need this. It's not the 18-minute Lord yet. It's not the Evolved Lord. But Aurora still has the upper hand. They had the upper hand for a long, long while. But they desperately need to try to clear things out, especially in the base.
So they did take care of that long lane. They sent over that fat wave, and they're using the Lord as a bait. They're threatening Onic Esports. Hey, if you're not going to do anything about this, we're going to get another Lord. What are you going to do, Lutpi? Now, San sending over a fake diversion. No one home. Edward spotted it. And just like that, they have to pay attention to Savero. Savero's doing what Dominic was doing in game 1.
So the long wave. Don't need to bother him. Keyboy catches. Makes a stun. UA down low, forced to pop a flicker. Dominkai comes in with a blazing duet. Explosion on the 2. Huge play by Renegade. With Savero though, still tackling down the top side. UA forced to retreat. Try to contest for this one. But every saving grace, every trade that Onic makes is crucial at this point.
And that's going to be 2 defenders. Make it 3. Can Savero go home? No, he can't. It's over!
It's targeted for the base. Aurora wants to end this right here and right now, taking us to a game 3.
The Northern Lights are finally on the board. Their first win.